Sarvente and Ruvyzvat. You know him, the pleasant, unpleasant, fast, loud singing, demonic nun, runaway killer combo we've had the pleasure of facing off with in mid-fight masses. But how well do we really know them? Here's 10 things about Sarv and Ruv. Alright, before we get into it, we've whittled the wacky number down to 89%. That's 89 too many, so if you like these videos, be sure to subscribe and be the first to see them. Alright, let's get into it. Mid-Fight Masses was produced by 3 developers: artist Doki Doodles, composer Mike Genome, and programmer Kuroao Animal. Sarv and Ruv weren't just created for Mid-Fight Masses, but have actually existed for years prior. Artist Doki Doodles first created the characters Sarvente and Ruvyzvat when she was either 9 or 10 as stick people. Because of this, their designs in Mid-Fight Masses are slender, but despite the fact that they are stick people, they're still considered human. Well, Ruv is at least. Ruv is almost 9 feet tall with his legs bent, and it's unknown how tall he is when he's not hitting that power squat. He also weighs 241 kilograms, but looks slim due to him being a stickman, so he's got a dense physiology. Ruv is also immortal, due to the fact that he is sworn to protect Sarv in exchange for his immortality. Sarvente and Ruv have been compared to country humans. The exact origins of country humans is debatable, but it's based on comics in which characters are depicted with the colors of their respective country they represent, like Poland Ball. The comics often represent the stereotypes of the country the character is meant to portray and the interactions between the personifications of one another's cultures, with varying levels of historical accuracy. Despite this similarity, Sarv is not based on this motif, as her flag-like design is actually based on the color of Neapolitan ice cream. During the newly updated tutorial level, there can be seen a poster with a crossed-out bomb, TV, and microphone, most likely referencing the popular mod characters Hex and Witty. Similar to how Hex and Witty appear on other mods, Sarv and Ruv do as well. During each of the songs, the background coincides with the color scheme of the opponent boyfriend is facing. Sarv has illusion powers, similar to Monster, hence why they update the church's aesthetic to match the current opponent. The illusion magic may have its limits, however, as the background for Zavodila is still in disrepair due to Ruv's destructive, room-shaking vocals. During his song, Ruv's microphone isn't even on, his voice is just powerful enough to shake the church. Additionally, when selecting his song in free play, the screen also shakes violently, despite not including his vocals. The name of Ruv's song, Zavodila, is a reference to a Russian phrase referring to an individual's personality. Someone who's described as a Zavodila means they're someone who passionately motivates others to achieve their goals through their confidence and setting an example. Though it sounds very positive, the phrase can be used to describe the same qualities in a negative light, like the leader of a violent gang or a cult leader who's adored by their followers. The song is one of the few from a Friday Night Funkin' mod that has made it onto the Billboard charts at number 37 hot dance/electronic songs back in April, to which artist Phantom Arcade himself congratulated mod composer Mike Genome. The final song of the mod, Gospel, can only be unlocked after completing the full week on hard. Because of this, there's no easy mode charted for the song, and there's even a note in the game files called "There's no gospel easy mode bitch.txt" that reads, "I wish you luck on cheating, Lamau. Better to beat it cause it is beatable." In the game files for Sarvante's demon form, the sprite sheet is called smokin' hot babe.png, and the animations is labeled okay, how do I say this with a straight face? Peg me please. The sprite sheet for when Sarvente is on the phone is called Nokia phone call, implying she's talking on the notoriously indestructible Nokia phone. Also, the file name for Ruv sitting on a pillar is simply called he likes to be alone.png. Mid-Fight Masses uses a completely new engine coded specifically for this week, programmed by Kuroao Animal, known as the Sarv engine, which predates the popularity of the Cade engine. Since Kuroao Animal is the only coder on the project, they made the engine from the ground up in only a few days on their own. Sarv and Ruv are animated via a method called tweening. Motion tweening is the morphing and moving of one shape or object to another to give the illusion of movement. The word itself, tween, refers to in-betweening, which programs like Adobe Flash do for animators automatically, making motion tweening less time-consuming than fully hand-drawn frame by frame. Because these characters are animated using this method, it gives them a somewhat rubber hose stretchy look. Sarvente isn't actually a nun, and only pretends to be one to get people to trust her more. Her outward kindness is more or less fake, as seen in the events of the full week mod, as she uses her demonic powers to force those that don't want to join the church to join anyway. If whoever she's trying to convert is already a member of a church, she will be pleased, despite the fact that she doesn't have any particular religious beliefs. The April Fool's update of Mid-Fight Masses added a new character named Celever, the child of Sarv and Ruv, who sings a song that sounds like a combination of both their parents' respective tracks. Despite being part of the mod, the new character isn't canon and exists somewhere called the Empty World, an empty void created by artist Doki Doodles where their OCs go, while she decides to either make them canon somewhere or to kill them off. And that's 10 things about Sarvente and Ruvyzvat I hope you enjoyed. Big shout out to the Mid-Fight Masses team. It's unfortunate they are no longer working on this project, but I wish them good luck, and I'm certain they're going to do amazing in their future endeavors, so be sure to give them some love if you see them, out in the wild or whatever. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time.